Tonight we have a debate between the vice presidential and presidential candidates. The vice presidential candidates will go first, and they'll debate for approximately 15 to 20 minutes, and then the presidential candidates will debate for between 25 to 30 minutes.
Basically, I'm here because the undergraduate student government is more important than most students think. They control a lot of student activity fee money, and it's important that money goes into the right leaders, president, vice president of the undergraduate student government. One of the reasons that I supported Micah and Brad, I'm running on a Senate slate for social marital science. It took me 3 weeks to make my decision between all of the teams, but they're really all about inclusiveness. That's why our slogan is "We are all Buckeyes," not just the select few that are in USG. And Mike and Brad, they really want to represent everyone.
It's great. I mean, it's the perfect place. President Gee described this as the campus living room, so it's great to have it here where all the students can come out, and we have some food and prizes to give away tonight, so it's a great event for all students to be here.
One of the most important things that the student government can do is to advocate for our students at the legislature, at the State House. It's become so important with everything going on at the State House in terms of funding for higher education, that the student voice be heard with everything.
It's important that USG is out there listening to students and advocating for this. It's weird that the university decided to increase the tuition by 3.5% twice in a row instead of by 7% once because of laws that are in place preventing that. And I think the student voice really should have been there making sure that the university was following the rules in place the first time and not finding little workarounds to raise the tuition by more than it had to.
I personally am supporting Jordan Nash because they are a great team. I've met them, or I've gotten to know them very personally, and I'm very proud of what they've accomplished, and I'm ready for them to continue what they're doing next year.
It is our role and it is our duty as the representatives of this student body that we do to the best of our ability to respond and to do it timely and to do it effectively. And that's what Ashley and I promise you we will do, and we hope you will vote on Thursday and Friday.
The biggest concern that I have here as a student and as a student leader is student safety here on campus. We cannot be excited about being Ohio State students. We cannot focus on our academics. We cannot get involved in things and be excited about that unless we feel safe here on campus, because that is a primary concern that everyone has here, and it affects every single student.
I like Ms. Sinnerham's ideas about the blue lights. One of my biggest concerns with them is they make you feel safer, but they don't actually make you any safer. I want to work with the police. I want there to be more patrols out there. I want more student groups like student escort services to actually be out there and be able to walk you from one building to your dorm or to your home to make sure you're safe, or to pick you up and give you a ride home to make sure that you're actually getting there safe.
Both of the candidates did very solid, and I'm really proud of them for both of their commitment. I think it's made clear by both of their statements that safety is a big issue, and I think maybe at the end, Ashley Sinnerham, for the Keeping It Fresh team, had an edge in that answer. But I think they both did a great job.
I think it's really easy for both teams to talk about safety and to have ideas, and I think a lot of the ideas are somewhat similar, but Brad has had a lot of experience working with safety issues.
I think that both teams have a lot to say about the safety issues, very positive feedback on what they want to change because of the recent activities on campus that have been unfortunate for everyone as a whole. But I think that Jordan Nash's ideas are strong because they have been directly involved already this year, and they just want to take what has happened this year and build off it and make it even better.
So please remember to vote this week, and remember to communicate with everyone that student government can do things to help so long as you participate and get active with it.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would also like to thank Ms. Sinnerham and Mr. Pyle. To the audience, we encourage you to vote later this week, not just for Vice President and President, but for all offices. This concludes tonight's USG presidential and vice presidential debate.
I think the debates went very well. It gave people an opportunity to hear from both of the candidates and both of the candidate teams, and hear about what the teams wanted to do and were interested in doing. I think that people had an opportunity to hear, not only about people's ideas, but also how people want to take those and turn them into action and implement them.
I mean, USG is a primary part of what goes on here at Ohio State, and it's definitely important to vote for a candidate that you want to lead you next year, and make sure the undergrads are represented fairly here at Ohio State. So I would say get out and vote on Thursday and Friday.